Guys, we are making pizza. So I have 2 of these pizza crust mix. I got green peppers that I'm going to dice. I have sausage crumble from the sausage and egg wraps you might have saw. This is my pan I'm going to cook my pizza in. So I'm going to shape it to this pan. This is my pizza sauce I made out of tomato paste. I got my olive oil and I got the mix in a bowl. So I'm using 2 packages, so I have to add 1 cup of warm water. And over here, I have my mozzarella vegan cheese, and I have a big bag of the same kind of cheese, but cheddar style. So we're going to see what that's like, and hopefully it tastes good. Okay, so I've shaped it to fit the pan. I have olive oil on it. This is my pizza sauce, tomato paste, pizza, whatever sauce. I got pizza spices, just this little jar that says pizza, and it tastes really good, by the way. So I like to put a lot because I like a lot of flavor. I'm putting the green peppers that I diced up. The only thing with using frozen peppers is that they hold a lot of water. But it doesn't really matter. It doesn't affect anything. I have my sausage crumble, which is a little bit thick, kind of like big pieces for a crumble. But, so we're going to see. It should be really good. I actually think I've never tried like sausage and green peppers and stuff on a pizza, but I mean, I like everything on it, and how can you go wrong, really? I got the vegan cheese, which is a cheddar vegan cheese. And I never had this cheddar one before. I've had the mozzarella one, no problem. So we're going to try it. And cross our fingers. That is good. I'm going to put a lot. There's a lot of ice in it because it's been frozen for a while. But I think it's okay. Alright, so now I'm going to put it in the oven at 425 for about 20 minutes. Alright, this is the pizza out. Now I'm skeptical. The cheese didn't really melt. So we'll see what it tastes like. I'm also working on mixed berry muffins, but it's got mixed berries with some plums, and instead of doing individual muffins, I'm going to do like a cake. Okay, so that muffin thing, whatever, is in the oven. I'm not making them in the muffins, I'm just doing 2 casserole dishes. Okay, so these look good. Alright, so I got some chicken noodle soup. I'm down to like 2 packs. I got my water on, and I've put leeks that were grown from my garden and some celery. So we're trying to bulk it up a bit. To go with the soup, I have these Newfie cream crackers. I don't know if you guys ever seen these before. They're from Newfoundland. You can't get them here in Quebec. But it's basically a giant, thick saltine, but there's no salt on it. This is what my soup looks like. I like to put a lot of crackers. I joke and say I'm eating mush, which is fine for me. I like it. Alright, I got some bread in the toaster. The end pieces, because nobody likes to eat them but me. I like them because they get crispy. And I got a banana there. And I went out and bought peanut butter. We've been out of peanut butter for quite some time. I went to Bulk Barn, and they have a machine that does it for you. So we're going to taste it and see how it goes. And there we have a toasted peanut butter and banana sandwich. So yummy. We got pasta on the boil. We got some hard, strong old cheddar for the boyfriend. Homemade bacon bits, yellow peppers, celery, and leeks. All going to go in the pasta salad today. Okay, so because I bought the pasta, I was able to finish off the salad dressing. So that is gone. And I was able to use all those other ingredients that I already had in my house. So now we're in the stretch of having to buy one thing in order to use like 5 others. Okay, we got spaghetti noodles on the go. I found this sauce in the upstairs freezer. Smells pretty good. So that's a homemade sauce from God knows when. And I air fried up some pork and maple breakfast sausages, really crispy, with that tangine spice on it. I don't know how to pronounce that. But these are going to be, in a sense, are meatballs. So I'm just going to throw them in the sauce. And I'm just waiting for that to be done, and then we can have supper. Making pancakes. Well, it's official, guys. We are in the stage of having to buy stuff to make other stuff. So I bought eggs. And in the freezer upstairs, I'm having a tea. I'm now in my tea leaves, not my tea bags. They're finished. I found a huge gallon bag of strawberries. And that's what's left. So that's what's going on the pancakes. Okay, so I got some water heating up to make soup. I got water boiling to put the pasta in. I like to cook my pasta separate. I got some turkey from Mom's house again because she cooked another turkey. Celery I grew in my garden. Leeks I grew in my garden. Pasta and vegetarian chicken broth I bought at Bulk Barn. So all I got to do basically is assemble and put it together. Alright, so the turkey soup is basically done. I added more leeks, turkey, and celery because I didn't feel like there was enough. So, it's good to eat. I thought I'd show you what I'm going to make. I got my little Ninja blender out. I've had this for years and years and years. It was a gift from my sister. I got a pile of end pieces. Nobody likes the end pieces of the bread except me. I usually make toast out of them because I like how crispy they get, but they've gotten away from me. There's too many, and they're getting a little stale. So I'm going to make breadcrumbs, but I want flavored breadcrumbs this time. So I'm going to do garlic powder, Montreal steak spices, dried onions, parsley, and basil. I'm going to put all this in my little blender to make a breadcrumb. Okay, so I'm going to make breadcrumbs, and I'm going to toast the bread first. It'll blend up better that way. Toast is out of the toaster. I'm cutting it up into little pieces, and I'm going to throw it in my little container here. Okay, this is what it looks like out of the blender. Now, it's not completely dry, obviously. So I'm going to go stick it in my little oven. My little Emerald Lagasse oven thing. This guy. It's preheating right now. And I'm just going to do 375 for 5 minutes to start. To see if it needs any more or whatever. I don't know. Just going to stick it in. And there you go. The breadcrumbs are out. And they're a nice golden brown. A little toasty on the corners. But it doesn't matter. So now I'm going to throw them in my freezer. And they're going to live there until I need them. Okay, water's boiling for my pasta. Bacon bits are cooking. Leeks, peppers, celery is in here. And I'm going to make a pasta salad out of this amazing colored bow tie pasta I bought. It's just so gorgeous, and I wanted to splurge and like try it. I've never had them before, so I don't know if they're going to lose their color in the water. Like I said, I have no idea, but let's throw them in. I'm making smaller amounts now. I'm not making like huge bowls of like pasta salad that I used to. I'm making smaller ones. Plus I get to change the flavors more often. Oh, and this flavor is going to be peppercorn ranch. I have it upside down there because that one's almost finished, and I'll finish it completely to get rid of it for the pantry challenge. Look at the cool colors. They actually kept their colors. They're not super shiny and bright anymore, but they still kept most of their colors. Look how fun, though. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Look at this one. Like, it looks like Halloween. I'm cooking the last pack of sausages. So freaking happy they're going to be gone. But they're still good. I like them. Over here, I got some water on the boil because I'm going to cook the last of my spaghetti. Because I went to Bulk Barn and I picked up Alfredo sauce mix. Like a powder. So I've added milk and water to this. And I have to bring it to a boil and let it go for 2 minutes. So we'll see if it's any good. If it's not any good, then I'm going to try and make my own Alfredo in the future from scratch. I'm going to give you some updates on how the Pantry Challenge has been going and how it's been evolving. So I'm going to show you a look at what the pantries look like right now. And today's date is March 21st as I'm filming this. So we've been going since January 1st to March 21st with this Pantry Challenge, with the exception of buying our staples. And then we got into buying one thing to finish off other things, and I'm going to show you how where we stand right now. So have a look at the pantries and the big freezer upstairs. There's a big difference. And the really cool thing about doing this challenge is I got back all these bags, all these silicone gallon bags. There's a lot. And I have 4 more that are in the sink to be washed. So we've been going through that food, which is amazing. As I had mentioned before, we did have some casualties because of freezer burn. The big freezer, as I mentioned, is upstairs at my mother-in-law's house. We live down here and we have a duplex apartment building, and we just don't have room for the big freezer here. So we go upstairs and we go shopping and we fill up bags and we bring them down here to fill up the little freezer. So we did lose cauliflower, beets, celery, carrots, and we lost like the big gallon size stuff because it was so badly freezer burned. Some of it was 3 years old, some of it was 4 years old. I completely forgot about it. Stuff just got super buried, and you know, we lost it, and I hate wasting food. We were brought up not to waste food. But it's going in my compost. I have a backyard compost for fruits and vegetables, eggshells, coffee grinds, tea bags. And that'll be going back onto my garden to produce new stuff. So I feel pretty okay that it's not going to an actual garbage landfill. So we started buying some stuff to make other stuff. And I got my notes. So we were buying peanut butter, pasta, eggs. I bought vegetarian chicken stock powder, which is really good. My onion powder and garlic powder were so hard as a rock that I had to like mush it, like, you know what I mean, to get it out, that I just said forget it, and I composted those 2 things. And I had gone to Bulk Barn. A lot of the stuff we bought I got at Bulk Barn because it's package free, which is one of the goals for the Pantry Challenge, was to get more into more zero waste and make more of an effort, and we're doing it. So you're going to see my spices. They have been put into smaller mason jars, little tiny ones, and I went through all my spices and kept 1 full jar of everything. I didn't get rid of any spices, and the overflow went into another mason jar, small size as well, but you'll see it on a different shelf. Anything that was too far gone, like the onion and garlic powder, I just composted because it was hard as a rock and ridiculous. Some of the spices, if it was left over after filling up 2 of the small mason jars, I gave it to Mom because Mom needed some. I also gave her a jar of honey because at one point I had 6 jars. I had already given her a jar months ago, and I gave her another one because it's just like way too much, you know? So what's left? What's left in the big freezer upstairs? It's not empty yet, but it's almost empty. I am left with frozen bananas to make smoothies out of it. Some of the bananas I have are fine. They look normal. When I froze these bananas, they were ripe but not brown. They were like normal color looking. Well, I lost 2 gallon bags because they turned super brown after being frozen for years. So I composted them. But some of them were fine, so it's kind of weird. So in the big freezer, we still have some bananas. I have like 10 gallon bags of peppers. Yellow, red, orange, green peppers cut into slivers. There's nothing wrong with them. They've been frozen for a while, but they're not freezer burnt or gross or anything. And I use these like every time I do fajitas or tacos or pizza. I use them for everything. So they're going to be there for a while. After digging on the bottom, I found I have kale and Swiss chard frozen. And I remember using that to throw into soups and stuff, but it was underneath everything, so I didn't see it until like now. So basically, the freezer upstairs is full of maybe 15 to 20 more gallon bags of just those three things: bananas, peppers, kale, Swiss chard stuff. There is no more carrots, celery. There's no more fruit left. I did find half a gallon bag of frozen pineapple, which is fine. It's in my fridge currently because once my kid gets up, it's gone. He's going to eat it. It's going to be gone. We did transform some stuff. So all the end pieces of the bread that no one likes to eat except me, I like them. You toast them, they get crispy. There was too many, so I turned them into breadcrumbs. You would have saw in one of my videos. So those breadcrumbs are in the freezer. I had 2 jars of beans. One was a black bean I grew, and one was a red kidney bean I grew. And they were in dry format for a few years in my pantry. So I soaked them and I cooked them. And now they are frozen in these small bags. About a cup, half a cup format, and they're frozen in my little freezer down here. So we took them out of the pantry, but they're in the freezer. But now I can use them very easily. So if I'm going to make burritos, I just have to take them out, let them thaw, and throw them in the burritos. I don't have to. I never did it because it's just the time of soaking it and cooking it that I didn't want to do, and that's a fact. So I was thinking about the big freezer upstairs because, like I said, there's bananas, peppers, and kale and Swiss chard. So it's like 15 to 20 gallon bags up there. Well, I can't defrost that freezer like I want until it's empty. But the thing is, do you know how long it's going to take me to eat through all those peppers? So I don't know. Maybe I can put it in my little freezer down here, some of it. Maybe I can borrow my mother-in-law's little fridge freezer and stuff it in there for a day or two while I defrost the big one, because it really needs to be defrosted. So that's something we have to think about. And in general, the pantry challenge is going to continue to get rid of stuff, but it's just going to be a lot different. So my man still has those Kraft Dinner cups, a few chicken sausages, and a few of those Rotello pasta things left. He has to eat those because I won't eat them, the kid won't eat them, we don't like them. So for him, that's his meal. If he cooks the sausages and he has a side of macaroni and cheese, then there's a meal. He can do probably 2 meals like that, and then he could eat the macaroni and cheese just by itself until it's gone. So I still have those in my pantries and my freezers taking up room. Another thing we bought that I don't think I mentioned was Butcher Box. We're not sponsored. This video is not sponsored by Butcher Box at all. Too small of a channel to get anybody to sponsor me. And so we bought Butcher Box. So it cost me like roughly $255 for a huge box of all kinds of meat. So that is currently in my small freezer down here. And I have New York strip steaks. I have ground hamburger meat. I have hamburger patties. I have like 8 chicken breasts. I have 2 packs of bacon. I have chicken skewers. I bought stewing beef. And I bought something called a butter chicken pot pie. I haven't tried it yet. So we just bought a whole bunch and like quantities of it, because during this challenge we have 0 protein. There's no meat left. All the sausages are gone. Everything is gone. I bought potatoes. I bought carrots because we were totally out. So in a sense, the challenge is going to continue to prioritize what is left, but match it up with other stuff. So I still have some pasta left, so I'm going to continue to make pasta salad. I still have 1 bottle of salad dressing left, so I'm going to use that for the pasta salad. So it's going to continue, but it's just not going to be as challenging as it was. I don't know if I'm going to record it. I mean, I might. kind of fast. It'll be a bunch of fast recordings. Like I found a gallon container of dill, fresh dill I grew in the garden, and I froze it. So I'm gonna do pasta salads, and I'm gonna make potatoes, and I'm gonna throw it, and I'm gonna make chicken breast, and I could put some dill on it. I love dill, by the way. And funny story, the package opened a little bit, and now I have dill all over my freezer. So it's a mess also. And that's how we made it. January 1st to March 21st. And I don't know, it's kind of cool. It's kind of neat to see how far you can go. You have to get creative with some of your meals. You have to try new flavors. Sometimes I didn't know what to do. Like sometimes I didn't know what to do with the ingredients, so I went online. If you go to, I think it's allrecipes.com, and you just type in your ingredient, like dill, all the recipes will show up using that ingredient. So that's what I had to do sometimes. And sometimes you had to substitute. I didn't have maple syrup at the time. I had honey, so I was using the honey. I've since bought maple syrup. You know what I mean? So you have to get creative, and you have to test yourself, and you have to make yourself eat it. That's another thing. That's how we got into the pantries and the fridges and everything being so full, was because we're like, we don't feel like it, and we left it in the pantry, and you bought new stuff. So I'm really glad we did it. Everything looks good. And how far did you guys make it? Are you still doing it? Are you in the same boat now as me, where you have to buy one thing to use other things, or you're just left with a few things type thing? So that's where I am. And I don't know, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I'll see you guys next time.